Good afternoon and welcome to Pod Swimming here in East Providence, Rhode Island for day 2 of our BGSC October 2020 team specialty meet featuring the Gators North, the Gator Swim Club from Seekonk, and the Crimson. Today's 11 and 12-year-old session will feature 3 events: the 200 IM, the 50 back, and the 11 and 12 50 backstroke here this afternoon. So first order of business, we had a great turnout yesterday. We're hoping to beat that again today as I see people starting to jump on the stream. We wanted to thank everyone for their generosity around the Amos House fundraiser that we're doing called Socktober. So in conjunction with them, we will be collecting new adult socks and monetary donations that will go toward the purchase of new adult socks. If you want to contribute, you can drop them in the donation bin, which is located in the Pod Swim lobby today. Today is the last day. Or if you'd like to make a monetary donation of any amount, fill out the form that Caitlin Grant emailed on Friday. The donation will then be charged to your account, and the money collected will be used to purchase socks for Amos House. So once again, thank you very much to everyone for their generosity, and it's not too late. So if you'd like to make a contribution, you have some adult socks to drop off, please feel free to do so. Right now, we're just in the middle of the second warm-up here with Gators and Crimson in the pool. Looks like Crimson is in lanes 4, 5, and 6. Gators is in lanes 1, 2, and 3 today. So we're looking forward to a really action-packed afternoon of swimming here in all of the sessions. The 10 and under session was this morning, and it was very interesting from a number of different perspectives, as many of the swimmers had posted best times today in all the events. So let's see what happens this afternoon. Just a couple of housekeeping items to make sure that we're all on the same page with. All swimmers are required to wear a mask unless they are eating, drinking in their seat, warming up, or racing. Swimmers are also expected to maintain proper social distancing at all times. The Gators, Pods, and Crimson staff have been very good in helping the swimmers adhere to these guidelines, so that has been great. The heat sheets were sent out on Friday. However, if you don't have that email, they are on Meet Mobile, so go on Meet Mobile with your Android or iOS device, and you can get the heat sheets there as well. So just like with practice here at Pod Swimming, parents are not allowed inside the building for any reason or under any circumstances. Also, out of respect for the Pods facility and the guidelines that are in place in the state of Rhode Island, and also with Pods and Gator Swimming, we ask parents who are in the front of the parking lot to avoid sitting in large groups, maintain proper social distancing, and wear a mask if necessary. In addition, we ask that parents not gather around the front windows of the pool and the side doors, which are actually closed this afternoon, so that's pretty easy, and instead utilize the live stream to watch your swimmers race. As you already know from coming to Pods multiple times, no matter which cellular provider you have, Pods does not have a great signal. So to get the best live streaming experience, you will need to either watch from your home on Wi-Fi, or if that's not possible, really sometimes it just matters driving a few blocks up on Route 44 in either direction to get a good signal. But I know there were many of you in the parking lot yesterday that reported good audio, good video, so that is spectacular. Very happy to hear that. So as we look at what our first event of the afternoon will be, the mixed 11 and 12 200 IM, the top 2 qualifiers as far as best times in that event. First is Lydia Kraft, who will be in Heat 5, coming in with a 2:34.77 from Gators. And from Crimson, we have Audrey Bonin, who has a time of 2:40.17. In the 11 and 12 50-yard backstroke, you'll see a popular theme here. The top time has been posted by Lydia Kraft from Gators with a 31:48, followed by Vivian Wienert with a 32.71. And rounding out our events today will be the 50 free. And once again, it is Lydia Kraft who has a best time here of 27.03. Once again, followed by Vivian Wienert at 27.68. So in the 10 and under space this morning, we saw 10-year-old Grace Lunardelli from Gators pull off the trifecta and come in first place in all of her events this morning. And Lydia Kraft looks to do the same thing this afternoon here at Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island. As you can see, the swimmers are still going through the end of their warm-ups here. And while we have a second, I'd like to once again take the opportunity to thank all of the volunteers at this event this weekend. You can probably see on the far side of the pool our officials for this afternoon session. It looks like it's going to be Ken Cartwright, Dick Parasol, and Melissa Lombardi. Ken and Dick have been here. They were here all day yesterday, and it looks like they're going to pull the same duty here today. So thank you to them. Melissa also volunteered yesterday, so a big thanks to her and all the officials as well. Because of the temperatures this afternoon, it's a little colder, so we've been able to bring the kids inside. Again, Pods has done an amazing job of making sure that all the kids are safe inside the facility, seated, spaced 6 feet apart, and maintaining good social distancing at all times here. So there are some kids located inside the pool area and some are inside the lobby. Again, all spaced out 6 feet apart and ready for racing. One thing that you probably did notice yesterday is how quick the sessions went by, and we expect the same thing today. So this morning's session of 10 and under swimmers was done in just about an hour, and that is what we pretty much saw hold true for yesterday afternoon as well. So while we are all used to going to Brown or whatever local pool the meet is at and spending 4 hours there, this is going to be a very different experience, which I'm sure is a welcomed change from the swimmers and the parents as well. As we begin our program today, I will certainly do my best to always identify the top 1 or 2 swimmers in each heat. However, as you all know, there is no scoreboard or video board here at Pods, so I don't have the luxury of being able to see where all of the swimmers end up placing. Once again, you can go to Meet Mobile, as the results have been uploaded very quickly throughout this meet. See, we so far have 17 people joining us. Once again, welcome to Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island, for the second and final day of the BGSC October 2020 team specialty meet here. Hope everybody had a great Halloween last night and are back ready for some pretty fast racing today. So I'm putting out a challenge to the 11 and 12-year-old parent group here. The 10 and under session delivered 51 viewers this morning, which was tied for the high this weekend. We had family and relatives coming from Florida, New Jersey, and Dallas, Texas this morning. So please, it's not too late. You all have the links for the live stream. Please send it out to friends, family, grandparents, whoever. Tell them to come on and join us here this afternoon as we bring this meet to you live from Pod Swimming. Swimmers have just about cleared out the pool for the warm-up session. We are scheduled for a 1:05 start time, which is just about 6 minutes away here this afternoon. As I mentioned yesterday, Pods Swimming has done an amazing job in getting the facility, both inside and outside, ready for a swim meet like this. Earlier this week, Pods had 6 or 7 umbrella-style propane heaters delivered to keep the swimmers warm when they needed to be outside. There was also a very large banquet-style tent set up toward the rear of the facility for the swimmers as well. Looks like the parents are entering the building here for their volunteer duty with the timers. Once again, we want to thank all of the volunteers for their time this weekend. Without all of our volunteers, we wouldn't be able to put on such a great event. So I see Jeff Richards here, Tracy Gagnon, Aaron Wallace, Angel Tucker, Melissa Hughes. So a big thanks to them and all of the volunteers here this afternoon. Your first event is going to be event 21, the mixed 11 and 12 200 IM, which will have 5 heats. Heat 1 in lane 2 will be Camden Cook from Crimson. Lane 3 will be Chase Fahey's from Crimson. And in lane 4 will be Mia DeLuise from Crimson as well. As we did yesterday, I would ask everybody who's watching the live stream right now, we're up to about 15 people, chime in on the live chat, show your swimmer, show your team some support. I'd also like to see where our viewers are coming from. So if you are outside of the Rhode Island or southeastern Massachusetts area, or even if you're within that area to be exact, hop on to the live chat, let us know where you are. And of course, if you have any type of audio video difficulties, please let me know through the chat. I see our first viewer out there, Jason Gravlin. Jason and Rebecca have Reese, who will be racing here this afternoon with us. Looks like there's a little discrepancy here. Some of the Crimson swimmers are apparently in an area they're not supposed to be congregating, so coaches are taking care of that. I see Diane Saffron joining in on the live chat. Welcome, Diane. Thank you for joining us today. All right, folks, we're just about ready to go once again. Mixed 11 and 12, 200 IM, heat 1 of 5. Lane 2, Cook. Lane 3, Fahey's. Lane 4, DeLuise. This is an all Crimson event. Okay, the officials have blown the whistle. We're just about to get started here. Timers are in place, and we are ready to go this afternoon here at Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island. We are underway here at Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island in the 11 and 12 session. This is the 200 IM. So out of lane 3 from Crimson, we have Chase Fahey's, who was first to touch the wall and transition from butterfly over to backstroke. Chase is looking very strong here in the backstroke as he hits the wall and transitions over to breaststroke here. So it looks like in lane 2, Camden Cook has exited the pool. No worries though, she is okay. Just talking with her Crimson coach right now as you continue to see Chase Fahey's well established as the leader right now in lane 3 as he switched over to the final 50 free, which will close out his 200 IM. Mia DeLuise is in lane 4 currently as well. So your winner here in Heat 1 of the mixed 11 and 12 200 IM will come from lane 3. It will be Chase Fahey from Crimson. Great job to Chase. And you'll see that Mia DeLuise has hit the wall and has begun her final 50 freestyle here. Mia's got about 25 more yards to go here as she hits the wall. And a strong finish from Mia DeLuise. So that will conclude Heat 1 of the mixed 11 and 12 200 yard IM. What you will see this afternoon between heats of the 200 IM is the swimmers are going to have an opportunity to do a quick 50 to warm down. Once again, swimming here at Pards, there is not a warm down lane or warm down pool like there is at Brown University. Very important with the kids swimming so many events in close proximity to each other to adequately cool themselves down and flush the lactic acid out of their muscles. So you will see that between each heat of the 200 IM. Heat 2 will feature in lane 1, Tegan Ralph from Crimson. In lane 2, Sam Woodsmall from Gators. In lane 3, Samara Gali from Gators. In lane 4, Evan Frechette from Gators. And in lane 5, Maya Jones from Crimson. You will see Heat 2 making their way to the starting blocks. Once again, Heat 2 will feature in lane 1, Tegan Ralph. In lane 2, Sam Woodsmall. In lane 3, Samara Gali. In lane 4, Evan Frechette. And in lane 5, Maya Jones. Okay, we do have Sadie Gagnon, who is in lane 6 here. So once again, it looks like lane 2 is open. And we're off here. Out to a very quick and early lead out of lane 6 is Sadie Gagnon from Gators. Looking very strong in her butterfly. Sadie is the first to touch the wall and transition to backstroke, followed by lane 3, Samara Gali. Gagnon continues to open up her lead on the field here as she will transition over to breaststroke. Samara Gali remains in second place coming out of lane 3. And in third place, you have Evan Frechette and Maya Jones, neck and neck. And Gagnon touches at the wall, transitioning over to her final 50 free. She is a good almost 50 yards in front of her closest competitor at this point. Samara Gali has also hit the wall and she is transitioned into her last 50 free. But this heat is going to belong to Sadie Gagnon in lane 6 from Gators, who will be your Heat 2 winner. I do not have times, but Sadie looked very good. Congratulations to Sadie. As we move on to lane 3, we see Samara Gali coming in and finishing her final 50 free. She will be your second place finisher here this afternoon. And coming in third, you see out of lane 4, Evan Frechette from Gators. Evan is, of course, the son of Susan Pascal, owner of Pod Swimming. So that will conclude Heat 2 of 5 of the mixed 11-12 200 IM. Once again, there will be a 50 cool-down lap swam here between each of the heats of the 200 IM this afternoon. Also, while we have some time, really quickly before getting ready for the second heat, I'd like to thank all of the coaches on both teams for doing an amazing job in getting this meet set up and taken care of, from Coach Ray Grant, Coach Caitlin Grant, Brian Cameron, Emily, Coach Mike Connors, and all of the Gators coaches, as well as the Crimson coaches as well, Coach Jen and Coach Steve. Done a great job with all the kids here this afternoon. So moving on to heat 3 of 5 of the mixed 200 IM for the 11 and 12 group. Lane 1 will feature Luke Richards from Gators. Lane 2 will feature Isabella Bradshaw from Crimson. Lane 3, Cadence Pham from Gators. Lane 4, Jack Reed from Gators. Lane 5, Fiona Hughes from Gators. And in lane 6 will be Finn Glatt, also from Gators. Swimmers are making their way to the starting position right now. Top time coming into this particular heat looks like it belongs to Cadence Pham in lane 3 with a 2:56.74. And here we go, heat 3, mixed 11 and 12, 200 IM. Clean start here. Luke Richards in lane 1 is out to a very blazing start, followed by Cadence Pham in lane 3. And it will be Luke Richards in lane 1 who hits the wall first to transition over to backstroke, followed by Cadence Pham. Both of Gators. As the swimmers approach the flags, it is still Luke Richards, your leader, out of lane 1, followed by Cadence Pham, as the swimmers will transition to breaststroke at this time. Looks like Cadence Pham is making a move here during the breaststroke and narrowing the gap significantly on Luke Richards. Cadence is making a strong move here out of lane 3. See what happens as these swimmers approach the turn. And it is Cadence Pham who touches the wall first into the turn here. And you'll see there's been a drastic change in the leaderboard here. Cadence Pham has opened up an almost 2 body length lead on her closest competitor, Luke Richards, as she hits the wall and makes the turn for the final 50 freestyle here. Your Heat 3 winner will come from lane 3. It will be Cadence Pham from Gators, overcoming a little bit of a slow start to take first place in this heat. She will be followed by Luke Richards in lane 1 with Fiona Hughes in lane 5. Outstanding swim from all the Gators and Crimson swimmers there. It's really amazing and interesting to see that during any of the IMs, whether it's the 1 or 2 IM, that no lead is ever safe. And Cadence Pham showed that today as she was significantly behind Luke Richards in lane 1 after the butterfly and the backstroke. And not only did she narrow the gap, but she overtook the lead with the breaststroke and really finished strong with her freestyle at the end. So very exciting race there. We're going to move to heat 4 or 5 of the mixed 11 and 12 200 IM. Featuring in lane 1, Jacoby Jones from Crimson. In lane 2, Carolina Kang from Gators. In lane 3, Abigail Ellison from Gators. In lane 4, Tatum Lombardi from Gators. Lane 5, Charlie Muller from Gators. And in lane 6, from Crimson, will be Kelsey Bonin. Swimmers are just making their way out of the pool right now, getting their times from the timers, donning their masks back on. And heat 4 is lined up and ready to go. A little bit of a delay here. Coach Brian Cameron was talking to his Gators swimmers, outlining some final last-minute strategy here with the 200 IM. Swimmers are making their way to the blocks, getting their goggles ready, and we should be underway shortly. Okay, the starter has blown their whistle. The swimmers mount the blocks, and we should be underway with heat 4 or 5 of the 200-yard IM. So it looks like your leader after the butterfly is going to be lane 3, Abigail Ellison. She will be first to touch the wall and make the transition to backstroke, followed closely by lanes 1 and 3, Jacoby Jones and Tatum Lombardi, in lane 4. As these swimmers move towards the flags, it's still Abigail Ellison from Gators in first place, followed very closely in lane 1 by Jacoby Jones of Crimson. She's shaping up to be a very good race here as the swimmers transition into the breaststroke. And again, we saw what happened last race. Luke Richards had the lead through the first 2 strokes of the 2 IM, and Cadence Pham came back to overtake him. So this race is really never over until the end here, but still touching the wall first halfway through the breaststroke is going to be Abigail Ellison in lane 3, followed very closely by Jacoby Jones in lane 1 from Crimson, with Tatum Lombardi in lane 4, making a move right now, as you see. So transitioning to the freestyle at the very end, it's going to be lane 4, Tatum Lombardi in first place, followed very closely by Jacoby Jones from Crimson in lane 1. This is going to be too close to call, folks. As you see, Lombardi and Jones battling neck and neck here. Looks like Lombardi is pulling away at the end, and it will be Tatum Lombardi taking first place here in heat 4 of the 200 IM, followed by Jacoby Jones from Crimson in lane 1. Great job to the swimmers. Very exciting race there. Hopefully all of the viewers at home are fired up watching this. That was fantastic. I do see, let's see, we have Diane Safran on here. Hello, Diane. Karen Richards. Let's go Gators. Yes. Jennifer Abreu, my lovely wife. We just celebrated our 16th wedding anniversary Friday. We have Jennifer Stearns here as well, Lisa Tarpey. We have 30 viewers, folks. Let's hear from more people. Don't have many people in the live chat right now. Let's see some team and some enthusiasm for your team and for your kids in the pool. Commentary is certainly always encouraged and welcomed. So this will bring us to Heat 5 of the mixed 11 and 12 200 IM. Lane 1 will feature Vivian Wienert. Lane 2 will feature Elizabeth Guevara. Lane 3 will feature Lydia Kraft. Lane 4, Audrey Bonin from Crimson. Lane 5, Reese Gravlin. And in Lane 6, Aiden Wallace. Your top 2 times coming into the 200 IM event today here in the 11 and 12 session belong to Lydia Kraft with a 234.77 and an Audrey Bonin with a 240.17. So once again, shaping up to be a very, very good final heat in the 200 IM. Swimmers are making their way to the pool. I can't help being reminded as I watch Aiden Wallace walk to the blocks with his warm-up jacket on, looking like a young Michael Phelps there. Game face on and ready to go in Lane 6. Starter has blown the whistle. We are ready to go here. This is Heat 5 of the 200-yard IM. As we approach the flags here, it does look like Lydia Kraft in Lane 3 will be your leader after the butterfly. Very close, tightly bunched swimmers in lanes 1, 2, 3, and really 4 as well. Kraft in Lane 3 continues to maintain a very small lead over Wienert in Lane 1 as we transition to the backstroke. And it looks like it was almost a dead heat with Kraft and Wienert touching the wall, at the same time. And looks like in Lane 1, Vivian Wienert has taken a little bit of a lead here in the breaststroke. We'll see what transpires as the race continues to move along here. Coming back here, heading toward the flags, Kraft in Lane 3 has taken the lead back from Wienert as she looks to make her transition into the final 50 and the freestyle. This should be very interesting. Vivian Wienert is a very strong freestyler, as is Lydia Kraft. Let's see what happens here. And there you have it, folks. Your winner will come from Lane 3. It will be Lydia Kraft. Vivian Wienert will take second place out of Lane 1, and Audrey Bonin will come in third out of Lane 4 for the Crimson. Strong showing by all of the swimmers here as Aiden Wallace finishes up very strong. Great performance by him as well. And just like that, folks, we are done with our first event of the day, the mixed 11 and 12 200-yard IM. We will be transitioning right after this 50 into the 11 and 12 50-yard backstroke. Heat 1 will feature in lane 2, Chase Faze. In lane 3, Camden Cook. And in lane 4, Mia DeLuise. If that sounds familiar, it should be, because that was the exact swimmers and lane assignments that were in Heat 1 of the 200 IM, with Chase Faze taking it down. The IMers have just made their way out of the pool after their warm down. And the backstrokers make their way to the starting blocks. Starter has blown their whistle. Looks like we're just about ready to go here with the 50-yard backstroke. Again, this is event 22. Mixed 11 and 12 50-yard backstroke. This is Heat 1. The swimmers have entered the pool. Officials are ready, and we will be underway shortly. Strong start by Chase Faze out of lane 2. Cat-like reflexes there to the horn has enabled Chase to get out to a very quick lead here. Your winner in Heat 1 of the 50 back is going to be Chase Faze from Crimson. Looks like Mia DeLuise will take second, with Camden Cook coming in third. Great race all the way around. Congratulations to the swimmers here. These races are going to move fast, folks. And yes, Mike Havoc, I know you're watching out there. I agree with you as I look at the scoreboard and see our beloved New England Patriots already losing to the Buffalo Bills 7-0. Not good times in New England right now for football. Okay, that will take us to Heat 2 of 5 of the 50-yard backstroke. Lane 1, Tegan Ralph. Lane 2, Maya Jones, both from Crimson. Lane 3, Charlie Muller. Lane 4, Sam Woodsmall. And lane 5, Evan Frechette, all from Gators. Lane 6 will be open, and I do not believe we have Sam Woodsmall, so lane 4 will be unoccupied. And in lane 6, we will have Sadie Gagnon. Again, Sadie Gagnon sneaking in on me, not on the heat sheet here, sneaking in lane 6. We know what happened when she did that last time. She won her heat. Swimmers are in the water. We are just about ready to get started here. Seems to be a little confusion here as Ken Cartwright, the head official, is looking at the heat sheet and conferring with Coach Cameron. Actually, there seems to be a lot of confusion here, so okay, it looks like everything has been straightened out. The swimmers are in their correct lanes, and we're ready to go here. Again, this is going to be a very quick race here, folks. These 50s have been flying by, and once again, she's doing it again. Sadie Gagnon out of lane 6 looks to be the leader with Charlie Muller in lane 3, right behind her. Gagnon has looked very good this weekend, as you can see. She has about a 2 body length lead and will take heat 2. Your winner will come from lane 6, Sadie Gagnon, with Charlie Muller in lane 3, coming in second. And it looks like Evan Frechette and Maya Jones in lane 2 with a photo finish there. So great job to Sadie Gagnon once again, coming into lane 6, not on the heat sheet, and she takes her heat. This will take us to heat 3 of 5 of the 50-yard backstroke. In lane 1 will feature Samara Gali from Gators. Lane 2, Fiona Hughes from Gators. Lane 3, Aiden Wallace from Gators. Lane 4, Luke Richards, also from Gators. Lane 5, Kelsey Bonin from Crimson. And in lane 6, Finn Glatt, also from Gators. Swimmers are making their way to the starting blocks right now. You see Coach Mike Connors here in the foreground. He's done a great job with this group throughout the year, being a very technical swimming coach himself, with a very great swimming career. The kids are in the water. We are just about ready to go here for heat 3 of the 50-yard backstroke. Great clean start here. So let's see who gets to the wall first. It looks like it's going to be Luke Richards in lane 4, and he is the first to touch. Luke slightly ahead of Aiden Wallace in lane 3 and it will be Luke Richards who takes it, with Aiden Wallace coming in second, I believe, right ahead of Kelsey Bonin from Crimson. Too close to call there. Great race. Congratulations to Luke for winning heat 3 of 5. Moving right along here, folks, that will take us to heat 4 of 5 of the mixed 11-12 50-yard backstroke. Heat 1 will feature, lane 1 will feature Abigail Ellison. Lane 2 will feature Audrey Bonin. Lane 3, Jacoby Jones. Lane 4, Isabella Bradshaw. Lane 5, Jack Reed. And in lane 6, Tatum Lombardi. Swimmers are making their way to the pool right now. Okay, it looks like lane 1, Abigail Ellison, will be a scratch here. So we'll be lined up lanes 2 through 6 for the 50-yard backstroke. This heat will feature 3 Crimson swimmers and 2 Gators swimmers. Crimson swimmers are in lanes 2, 3, and 4. First to touch the wall is going to be lane 2, Audrey Bonin from Crimson, followed closely by Jacoby Jones. They are going to be 1 and 2 here as we finish this heat 4 of the backstroke. And yes, it looks like Bonin out-touched Jones. We may have Jack Reed coming in 3rd place there from Gators. And a great race all the way around. So folks, this takes us to heat 5 of the mixed 11 and 12 yard backstroke. Once again, Lydia Kraft comes into this race with the best time, clocking a 31:48. And once again, Vivian Wienert has a 32.71 right behind her. So this will be your final heat of the mixed 11 and 12 50-yard backstroke. Lane 1 will feature Caroline Kang. Lane 2 will feature Elizabeth Guevara. Lane 3 will feature Lydia Kraft. Lane 4, Vivian Wienert. Lane 5, Reese Gravlin. And in lane 6, Cadence Pham. Swimmers have entered the water, and we are just about ready to go here. And we are off. We are off with the final heat of the 50 backstroke. Your leader at the turn is going to be Lydia Kraft. Elizabeth Guevara in lane 2, right behind her. And your winner will come out of lane 3 with a repeat here. Lydia Kraft takes the 50 back. Coming in second will come from lane 2. It will be Elizabeth Guevara, also from Gators. Fantastic racing there, folks. And this will take us, believe it or not, to our final event of the afternoon. It looks like we're going to have a quick break here before we enter the break here. And with that, since I know there are probably many NFL sports fans here, this sports update is brought to you by Jeremy Abreu. The Patriots and Bills. Bills look to be up 7-0 with 13:50 left in the second. It is the Bengals over the Titans 3-0 early in the second. Browns blanking the Raiders 3-0 in the second. All these games are in the second quarter. Colts are down to the Lions 7-0. Looks like the Vikings and Packers are tied at 7. Chiefs have a 14-6 lead over the Jets. And both the Dolphins, Rams, Steelers, and Ravens are still in the first quarter. Rams hold a 7-0 lead on the Dolphins, and the Ravens and Steelers are tied at 7. Once again, that NFL scoreboard update was brought to you by Jeremy Abreu here. So we're taking a quick little break between events here at Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island. We will be moving into the 11 and 12 50-yard freestyle, which will close out our afternoon here at Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island. Once again, I'd like to get a little more folks involved in the live chat here. I see the same names. Diane, very active, thank you. Lisa, Jennifer, Ryan. We got J&K Seminars, rooting for Tegan, I love it. Who else is out there? Who else is watching the meet, maybe from your parking lot? Who is watching the meet from the most unusual place? Let's hear that one. Let's see that in the live chat. Are you watching the meet from somewhere unusual? Are you food shopping Sunday afternoon, watching the meet? Are you relaxed on your couch, watching the meet while you're watching the football game? Let's hear some unusual places where folks are watching this live stream today. Once again, we're taking a quick break in the action here before we transition into our final event for the 11 and 12 session, which will be the 50-yard freestyle. So as we take a look, Connecticut, Diane's in Connecticut, okay? She takes the prize so far as the furthest viewer. Who else is out there? This morning we had people from Dallas, Texas, Florida, and New Jersey. All right, folks, so once again, we're moving into the 50-yard freestyle. These three swimmers, I feel, need no introduction because they have been in Heat 1 in the same lanes for all three events today. And that will be in Lane 2, Chase Fahey's from Crimson. In Lane 3, Tegan Ralph from Crimson. And in Lane 4, Camden Cook from Crimson. And I apologize there. That's a little bit of a mistake. Mia DeLuise has been with them. Tegan is new to this grouping. She is in Lane 3. And they are off here, folks. 50-yard freestyle, final event of the day for the 11 and 12-year-old group. First to the wall is going to be Chase Fahey's. It looked like he was shot out of a cannon at the start here. He's established a really early lead here. Chase is going to be your winner out of Lane 2, followed by Tegan Ralph in Lane 3, and rounding out the field will be Camden Cook in Lane 4. Great job to these three 11-year-old Crimson swimmers this afternoon. And yes, I am seeing we have Lancaster, PA coming in, J&K Seminars. So we have a new leader in the clubhouse as far as distance is concerned. Thank you to J&K for joining us this afternoon, rooting for Tegan, and you just got to see her swim a very good race. Glad to see it. Heat 2 of 5 here will feature in Lane 1, Evan Frechette from Gators. Lane 2, Finn Glatt. Lane 3, Samara Ghali. Lane 4, Maya Jones from Crimson. And in Lane 5, we will have Sam Woodsmall. Sam is not with us today, so once again, we have Sadie Gagnon not on the heat sheet, but she is jumping into Lane 6 here. Let me widen our view here so we can catch all of these swimmers. Lane 5 will be empty. Once again, Gagnon will be in Lane 6. This is the 50-yard freestyle. Gagnon is going for a three-peat here. She has won her heat in all of the events so far, and she is out to an early lead right off the bat. Looks like she's not going to have any problem coming in first place here. Very tight grouping as we come down the stretch here. The second place looks like Samara Ghali is in the lead for second place. And yes, it will be Samara coming in second. It looks like Evan Frechette coming in third out of Lane 1. Great race all the way around here. And Gagnon has completed the trifecta. 3 races, 3 winners of her heat. And you're very welcome, Adam Wienert. I see out there watching his daughters, Nico and Vivian, this weekend. We appreciate you taking the time to jump on here as Sadie Gagnon walks by me with a great big smile on her face. We're moving into Heat 3. Lane 1 will be Mia DeLuise. Lane 2 will be Kelsey Bonin, both from Crimson. Lane 3 will be Fiona Hughes. Lane 4 will be Luke Richards, both of Gators. Lane 5, Isabella Bradshaw from Crimson. And in Lane 6 will be Cadence Pham from Gators. Looks like a clean start. Swimmers are in the water here for Heat 3 of 5 of the 50 freestyle. Looked like Luke Richards was the first to touch the wall here. Could have been Kelsey Bonin. It's going to be a very tight race between Luke Richards and Kelsey Bonin here. And yes, it will be Luke Richards In first place, too close to call in lane 2 and 5. It looked like Kelsey Bonin in lane 2 and Isabella Bradshaw in lane 5. Very tight race. Cadence Pham was right behind them. Excellent job to the swimmers as we approach our second to last event of this session. This will be heat 4 or 5 of the 50 free. In lane 1 will be Charlie Muller. In lane 2 will be Jacoby Jones. Lane 3, Aiden Wallace. In lane 4, Carolina Kang. In lane 5, Jack Reed. And in lane 6, Tatum Lombardi. This afternoon has flown by, folks. Once again, thank you for taking the time to join us. We hope you enjoyed this. If you did enjoy this, please make your enjoyances known, right? Send Coach Ray, send Coach Caitlin, whoever your child's coach may be. Let them know how great this was to be able to watch your kids in an environment where we usually aren't going to be able to for a little while here, at least in person. And we're off. Heat 4 or 5 of the 50 free. Impossible to tell who touched the wall first here as these kids blaze towards the end. It looks like it might be Aiden Wallace out of lane 3 in first place, and he's separating himself at the flags. And yes, it's going to be Aiden Wallace in lane 3, taking home heat 4 or 5. Looked like Jacoby Jones in lane 2 may have come in second, and what a great race for Aiden Wallace. And folks, that takes us to heat 5. Your top qualifier coming into the day in this event was Lydia Kraft with a 27:03. Once again, very familiar, right? Followed by Vivian Wienert at a 27:68. So in the last race of the session for the 11 and 12 50 free, we'll feature in lane 1, Audrey Bonin. In lane 2, Reese Gravlin. In lane 3, Lydia Kraft. In lane 4, Vivian Wienert. In lane 5, Elizabeth Guevara. And in lane 6, Abigail Ellison. And folks, I will tell you, do not blink or you will miss this race. These swimmers are all extraordinarily fast here, and this is going to be one heck of a race. Starter whistle is blown. The swimmers are up on the blocks, and here we go. Heat 5 of the 50 freestyle. And they're off. They're in the pool, and they already are halfway through the first 50. And again, it is Lydia Kraft and Vivian Wienert out in front here. Looks like Lydia Kraft will take first place. Looks like lane 2, Reese Gravlin. It's going to be very close here. And yes, it's going to be Reese Gravlin taking second place out of lane 2. What a 50 freestyle here. We had Kraft in lane 3 taking it first place, and Reese Gravlin out of lane 2 taking second. And that, folks, will give Lydia Kraft the trifecta, the three-peat, winning all of her events this afternoon. Great job to Lydia. Great job to all of the swimmers from both Gators teams this afternoon. I want to personally thank you for taking some of your time and spending it with me this afternoon. Until next time, this is Jeremy Brew signing off from Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island. Have a great day.